Sooner Nation, there's no place like home. The Oklahoma Sooner softball team puts on a big display of hitting, fielding, pitching today to close out the regional and move for regional next week, where they will face the Clemson Tigers again at home at Marita Hines Stadium. And today, the ons began from the get-go, guys, as Jada Coleman got caught looking on a questionable call above her chest, and I thought, that's an interesting start. And then, my the Bears did not know what to do after that. It was the onslaught began. Home run derby at Marita Hines Stadium. What do you think, guys?
I like that.
Yeah, you talk about an absolute home run derby. That's what it was. It all got started by Tiare Jennings. She took an off-speed pitch, took it yard, and I was like, whenever she did that, I was like, it's about to begin. It's going to be an onslaught. It's not going to be very fun for California. And you saw their ace. She got pulled after like 3 or 4 batters, and you knew after that it was over from the start. Let's be honest.
Hey, guys.
It was just more convincingly over in the first inning.
The best player of the game on defense, Jada Coleman, bros.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a great play.
Oh yeah.
I think it was Travis Davidson that tweeted out about hang it in the Louvre or something like that. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Oh yeah, the tweets today online were just great.
Hey, Tiare Jennings barely left everyone else, dude. It was literal, just clearing the stadium, dude. Those bombed to center. Oh my goodness, dude! Like just left the stadium.
Yeah,
guys, we said before, there's no weakness in this lineup.
No,
there's no weakness. One time.
No.
Mm-mm. And you talk about
that's
tonight.
Why we've been saying that they're deeper. They're deeper. What?
Oh, go ahead.
What, Jackson?
Go ahead.
I was just saying deep. The depth of this team is way better than it was last year. Last year had some big time home run hitters, but there's some lineup this year that can go yard. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of cut out there for a little bit, so I don't know what y'all talked about as far as the game. But obviously, I think they were probably the only team to run well every team in their region, right? I don't think that happened anywhere else. We've seen the parity across college softball in the regionals with some of the teams that are out now. UCLA gone. Okay, and you talked about there's no place like home, Jeremy. Well, tell that to UCLA because they were at home and they're packed now.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the off season. Okay?
I'm not talking about other schools. I'm talking about OU's home field.
No, I know, but you look around all of college softball in the 16 teams that are left, and to me, there is only. I probably should say 0 teams that are going to compete with OU, but I'm going to say there's 2 that I think would be a good matchup for OU. The rest would be 2 just kind of blowouts, in my opinion. And the 2 teams I'm looking at, you can maybe say 3, but I'm looking at Florida State and Tennessee. Now,
and Oregon.
Utah is a team.
Didn't Florida State lose today, though, in their first game?
We're tied. They lost 1 game, but they still won. They struggled, Josh.
You keep cutting out.
1-0 in advance.
You keep cutting out, Jay. What was the score on Florida State earlier in the year?
4-3.
Yeah, 4-3. Mm-hmm.
So, that was a tight game. Guys, Clemson is a unique matchup in the Super Regional. Best of 3, they're going to stand a chance. But maybe game being close, I think I could make that. But Storako, I guess you could say, out of everything that happened today, maybe an inning where they got a few hits off her. You could say that was, disappointment. But, man, 14-0, I don't know how much you kind of in it at that point. Man,
I agree.
But
And
I'll tell you, patience. Guys, the patience of this team, the patience of the hitters. Sometimes they jump on a pitch early, but a lot of it was 2-0. They got ahead of the count. They did it with 2 strikes. They did an opposite field straight away. They yanked him line. It was 11-0 when Riley Boone put the squeeze on. It didn't work because the girl all rolled foul, but then she bunted later in the count. They're insane. Everything she calls works. So she is the wizard.
Yeah.
Well, see, I don't know how familiar you guys are with maybe the game of NBA 2K, but it's just like OU basically turns up the sliders to their advantage. And like, it's not fair whenever you're playing against OU. That's what it is. They basically have a video game team out there in real life that's overpowered.
It seems to be like a video game team. You're right.
And is it me or watch it and think? Because I was watching today, and the starter for California after a couple of home runs, they were still kind of giggling, laughing. The coach went out to the mound and they were kind of giggling. It makes me wonder: are they in there saying this team's unreal? Like,
yeah, I think so.
I think that they're like, wow, this team's unbelievable, dude.
Well,
it's that laughable how much better this team is.
How about when it was 14-0 and they scored those 3 runs? And you'll have to give it to California because they were in the dugout cheering and going nuts when they got those 3 runs. Like, you got to give it to them for just continuing to, I guess,
Jay.
Yeah.
Strako did pitch good.
Yeah, she pitched good. That one inning where she allowed 3 runs, but like Jeremy said, I don't know how in it she really was at that point. I mean, you're up 14-0. I mean, come on. She was probably just throwing strikes and just trying to get out of there. I mean, and you can't. I don't know how you could mentally. And I know we've said this over and over about this team, how they don't play down the competition and they just, they destroy people. But when you're up 14-0 as a pitcher, it's hard to be just so focused on every pitch, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, Jeremy, you had mentioned before this tournament started about the shutouts and going shutout streak the whole way through. Obviously, that's over. But 3-run rules in 3 games, guys. Now they got Clemson. Okay, Clemson did lose one today on their elimination game, but they got the next one. But I mean, what do y'all see coming up this week? Do you see just two easy wins?
All right, here I'll say it.
Well, hold on. I have a question before.
What? Yeah.
Is it in Norman?
Yes.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Braden.
But Clemson does have a good pitcher. Honestly, she can throw it.
Yeah, she is good.
Hagel?
Yeah, she can throw it. She can hit the ball too.
So what are you saying, Braden?
I'm saying OU's going to win, but I think it's going to be maybe a little more competition.
Well, it should be more competition, but I'm going to be the first to say it. It's not going to be.
No.
I mean, I don't think there's any chance OU's held under 6 runs in any game. The way the sticks are going right now, they're going to get 6 runs every game.
Yeah.
It's
a gimme.
And
it's not a gimme when you go.
It is a gimme, Jay.
It's not a gimme. If you face a hot pitcher, it's not a gimme, Jeremy.
A hot pitcher. Name one.
Well,
pitchers can get very hot. I mean, I'm just saying. I wouldn't say everything's a gimme.
And also, speaking, what was her name 2 years ago? Was her first name Odyssey Alexander?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
OU faced her. She was the hottest player in the country.
Guys, you cannot compare this OU team to 2 years ago. You can't compare this OU team to last year.
But
They're the best of the three.
My point is though
I
that
agree.
they could easily come in just like Jay's point. If someone's hot, they can easily come in and shock OU.
You guys, you two that are saying this, you can't do this to this good of hitters. If the pitch is outside, they go with the pitch. They don't try to pull pitches. Watch them and how they interact with each other. They come off after hitting a home run and they're telling each other, hey, look here, look for it up here, go this way. They're constantly perfecting everything they do. It's unbelievable, the attention to detail by these hitters.
Hey, I agree with what you're saying. I'm just saying, kind of like Braden has said over the last 2 weeks, is take it game by game. I get it. This team is so much better than everyone else. Let's just be honest. You saw it even today. Florida State struggled in a game. I think Tennessee looks good. All right. But Texas, Texas guys, that Texas-Tennessee series, that super regional, I believe that's who they play, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be one
the
heck
only
of a
SEC team left.
No, Georgia.
Clemson.
Georgia's in it.
Clemson's not SEC.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
ACC.
I know it's Florida. I'd have to look, but I know Georgia's in it. I think you have Georgia and Florida State, I believe.
Yes.
Florida
Yes.
State is ACC. Looks like we lost Jay.
Yeah, Georgia and Tennessee would be the two SEC schools left. You got 3 Big 12 teams left in Texas, OSU, and OU.
Hey, I've said that I think OU want to play in Oklahoma State in the end. And
OSU, it could happen.
Did Oklahoma State have any trouble with Wichita State?
No.
Yeah, Braden, you were talking that up, just like you were talking up UCLA as well.
Hey, one thing is, California actually, I think, led the Pac-12 in, was it scoring or home runs? I think extra bases.
I think it's like home runs.
So that's a team that could put up runs. Of course, they couldn't put up enough against OU, but they had good sticks. And all I'm saying about
who are you talking about?
California. California actually had good sticks. They were one of the top high-scoring teams in the Pac-12, maybe the number one team with home runs.
When I got cut off a while ago, we were talking about SEC, but Bama's still there too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Bama. Yeah. What's the latest on Fouts?
Done.
Really?
She can't make an appearance?
I heard she's done.
Really?
Yeah, guys, I think OU, if there's an ace out there that's going to try to shut OU down, OU's going to welcome it and jump all over them early like they did today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a true statement.
And if you get through the lineup once, you won't get through it again. It's
Jackson, are you looking to see if Fouts is out or?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I tell you another team in this super regional that Utah with the connections to OU is very interesting matchup down the road if they were to play.
Yeah.
That is one that I could see a little pressure maybe being extra with, and the familial example.
And they're very hot.
Well, guys, I have found an update from Fouts reported by Alabama.rivals.com.
What did it say?
It says that she was going to play if needed if Alabama had to play if necessary.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see Montana.
Wait, they did play the if necessary game.
That's what it says here.
They won
1-0 in that game.
No. They won 1-0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess they didn't play her.
I think she'll be playing.
Yeah, it says that she was available for the regional final. So
hey, name some hits that were not hard hit by OU. You can't name many.
Lilio.
Outside of the squeeze bunts.
Lilio.
I would say maybe the Hansen single.
In the first inning?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that was a rope, dude. 2-0 count. Freaking laced it.
Legit.
Right up the gut, dude.
Now, Jeremy,
What?
I'm going to have to say I'm not a – Nugent's good, but she's not quick as K9.
Oh, I mean, she.
No one is
The
as
first
good as
run they
Cindy
scored
Wentz.
was on her, guys. She
Yeah,
was
it
in
was
the
on
wrong
her.
position at the plate. The throw was there. The tag could have been made had she been. She actually could have got called for the obstruction where she was down the line. But
Hey, who do you guys think is going game 1? May?
Nicole May.
Cole May will.
Yeah,
think
she's
so?
pitching well, bro.
I know. Well, they all are. I mean,
Hey, Jay, look at the nasty changeup she throws, bro.
She
Yeah,
does.
I mean,
but Jordy Ball was great too.
Hey, that's why OU softball are wizards, bro.
Hey, I'm telling you, the best player on the team is Jordy Ball. And if
guys, we can get in an argument all day on who the best player on this team is. There's so many of them. There's
Hey,
so many good players on this team.
Jeremy,
What?
you know who did really good, I think?
Who?
Torres and Booney.
Dude, Torres came in and everyone, even who was the girl? What was her name that came in and hit that extra base hit? It was Hodge.
Oh, yeah, Avery Hodge.
Hodge even got in on the extra bases. Okay,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Sydney Sanders is becoming who we thought she was.
Hey, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder why Gasso didn't pinch run Ball.
Why? Why
Just
would
wanna-
you?
why
Hey.
risk it? Why risk it? Hey,
Yeah.
I apologize, guys, for the internet issues I'm having. I don't know what's going on, so I apologize.
That's all right. Hey, the Sydney Sanders Haley Lee transfer duos is just so good right now.
Hey,
Those
Jack,
two additions are massive to this team.
hey, Jackson,
Yeah.
look up Sid's batting average right now.
I think it's 289 is
I
what
thought she was 298 when I saw it.
Oh,
today.
okay, 298.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah. But
I mean, the defense across the board. Brito made another excellent play. Lyons made a great play. Jada Coleman out there.
oh my
And
god.
then you got the aggressive base running. They continue to be aggressive on the base pads. They take the extra bases all the time. Their mindset is attack, 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 attack. You can't let off. You can't drop your guard off. You're the opponent. It's
And-
just they're going to keep coming at you. It's
Jerm,
so fun to watch.
Jerm,
Yeah.
you know why? Because they make them pitch. That's why.
They definitely do. And even the announcers today, the announcer was like, this is unbelievable. She was speechless almost.
Well, D1 softball says that Sydney Sanders has a 283 average, but I'm not sure how right that is.
That might be right.
Scrap every average, whatever it was in the year, it doesn't matter. These 3 games in the regional, if they play half, if they hit half as well as they have in these 3 games, they're not going to be touched.
Yep.
Sooner stats says 277, but just like you said, it doesn't matter because if you get one player out, the next person that steps in is just going to make you pay. So you really don't have an answer. And truly, just like we've said, this just extremely dominant team, debatably the most dominant women's college sports team ever in the history of the last 3 years overall.
I do have to wonder, and watching a lot of softball lately, if they're going to push these fences back a little.
Yeah.
Push what?
It's the fences back. It's 200 at OU in the right field corner. I'm not sure exactly what the left field corner is, but I think it's about 250 to straightaway center.
It's 220, I think.
Oh, 220.
225 or something.
You know, I think 250 you could move back to. It may make the game a little different.
They're not doing that.
They probably won't, but
though.
TRA Jennings literally hit a cue ball off the end of the bat yard.
Yeah.
It was a great pitch, and she reached out and went yard with it.
Well, why? Do you want it to go back to where it's 0-0 games?
No, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying if OU continues to dominate, I don't know what they'll do.
They're not going to do it for. They're not going to do it because one team dominates.
Okay, Jay, you know I've compared OU all year to Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
In the greatness, and they did that with him.
That's
And
because everybody was hitting it farther, though, too.
no, they changed mainly
Are you
because of
saying that?
Tiger Woods.
I mean, I'd have to look at the stats. I think obviously nationwide in college softball, the runs are up. We all know that.
They are.
Is
This
that
game, this game today, though, if we're going to compare to Tiger Woods, was Tiger Woods versus Stephen Ames in match play, over in 9 holes. This game was it. They stepped on their throat. They went bear hunting early, and there was no shot. I think they're going to go Tiger hunting early next week too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I completely agree. And well, guys, just like you said, whether they're hunting lions, tigers, or bears, next week they're going for some more tigers. It doesn't matter who you match them up against, whether it's a wild animal, a beast. OU's gonna win. You put all your money on OU 100 times, and just like we said, just truly dominance we're witnessing. Jeremy, I know that you have an article coming out soon about comparing OU softball to other women's dynasties, and go check out Surge Sports Network. It'll be out on that. I'm sure it's going to be a great article. I'm for sure. I'm looking forward to reading it. And if you haven't, go follow our social medias. Like, comment, subscribe. We've been enjoying the interaction. We had some interaction on our last video. Keep it up. We love talking with you guys. When we truly are grateful for you guys. And boys, I think that's all we have for tonight. Boomer.
Boomer.